with me, I wanted to talk about social experiments. I brought in that Jericho rose, and it's basically a tumbleweed. And what you do is you let it soak in water, and this bird's nest of a plant is going to open up, and it's green and it's cool, and you're going to see it. And I thought it was just something that you could bring in, and I thought it was just cool because it doesn't start off of what it becomes. And I thought that was just a good representation of life. And my intentions with it was just to have a morale within the building because of it. You know, a little curiosity, a little bit of education that comes with it. So a lot of people that would want a Jericho plant or a Jericho rose is kind of witchcraft, kind of casting spells. What people could do is you put it, like, while it's opened up, you could put money in it, you could put something sentimental, and then it's kind of like a hand. As it dries up, it closes it, and then you kind of, that's what you wanted abundance of, what it kind of closed onto. So I don't know if that exactly is casting a spell. I used to take baths with it as like a way to rebirth and go into the next chapter of my life with my eyes freshly opened, with a new set of eyes and a new attitude. And that's the intention. Now, what actually happened when I brought it, people were very curious about it, and I started to kind of educate them on what I knew, kind of what I just told you. I don't know a lot. It's kind of just been sitting on my desk for a while, but time to time I will, take a bath with it or open it up with a spray bottle, just spray the shit out of it with water. And yeah, so what I'm saying is, it's not super sentimental to me. It's not something that I always wanted to share with people, but it just kind of became a thought. And I kind of hit a home run with it with this one girl. She came in asking everyone whose was it, and found out it was mine after asking everyone and realizing it was me. And she's really into that holistic world and plants and the medicine of plants. And I don't know if she casts spells or does that stuff, but it sounded like she knew about it, and I thought it was cool. And then we just kind of hit it off about it. And other people were just curious about it. And that's what I love. I love that little cultivation of just like excitement. And I could work with that. So that was cool. It resonated well with some people. And that was enough for me. And that's all it's about. It's not life-changing. It's not something that's just like they're gonna see me as this spiritual guy. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, like, I really don't. It's just like, I got more ideas, so I'm just gonna keep them coming. So that was cool, and that's something that I wanted to share. So it's nothing special, and it's just a little social experiment. Jose, what would you like to say? Yeah, he was real pissy. So, but, spring is on the way. I'm very optimistic. I'm getting a good routine with myself. I started doing love myself exercises again, and that's a lot of reconnecting with yourself in meaningful ways, and a lot of mirror practices of just staring at yourself. And it's how you fall in love with yourself. And I got this from Kamal Ravikant. He's the brother of Naval Ravikant. I don't know if you heard of him, but fucking brothers of goddamn wisdom. So they really helped me navigate life with good, disciplined processes that I'm not always disciplined with, but really, really helped me find clarity, self-worth, happiness, openness. It's like the fruit of the spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and peace of joy, or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, these are just things that are good for the soul, and that are fruit to the soul. It's not a candy bar to the soul. It's not like jerking off and then getting that release, and then there's your junk food of the soul. So yeah, that's just a weird example of that. But yeah. Oh, also, we have this new lady, HR lady, who is a hawk, watching us work and trying to figure out how to make the day go by more efficiently and get more things done within the time we have. I think it's cool. I don't love the vibe of her, but it's only day one. and I want to be open-minded because there are ways to speed things up. Now my boss, I could tell he's got this shit pretty zeroed in, so we'll see what she has to add. What she has to add so far is marking the times for everything. And I'm taking note of this too, because I want my life to be a little bit more structured and managed. So I'm looking with a critical eye on how she does things. Right now it's very uncomfortable. And I asked the people around who I work with how they feel about her. And they don't like it because she's just staring and micromanaging. I guess that's part of the process, but she's sitting there helping too. She's not just like being a creep in the corner. But it was funny with Jose. I know he was already kind of pissy, and she was just straight up watching him do the dishes. I would have been like, fuck out of here. I don't like that shit. So honestly, it's uncomfortable. Change is uncomfortable, so I just understand that. So I'm trying to have a good attitude with this. But we'll see how this shit goes. I like the idea. I feel like if my boss, the head honcho, if he just came into work, because he does a lot of deliveries and then just I don't see him a lot compared to the boss I do see a lot. If he was just in here just, you know, having an eye, I feel like he would be able to pick up on a lot of this stuff, maybe. But also you kind of want to hire people and delegate people that actually know what they're doing. So I don't know. I have mixed feelings on it. But yeah, you quickly realize that farming becomes factory work. It's a lot of rinse and repeat. How quickly can you automate this? Shit like that. So I don't love it. I don't like being micromanaged is probably the most of it. My boss is pretty leisure, you know, and we listen to music and stuff and we could talk, you know. He's not a fucking hound and he's a good boss. So I'm kind of going with my morale to get, you know, a better work environment. They're going off a quicker work environment. I don't know how those things are going to mix, you know. I wish I was getting paid for what the fuck I'm doing, because I'm learning attitude is the hardest thing in management. You know, it's about everyone's attitude. If everyone had a winner's attitude, I think the workplace would be different. But they just want to cram out production. So I'm taking note in my motherfucking head. That's all I care about. You know, this is temporary. So keep a good attitude, people. That's what's up with my life. Today's Friday. I'm gonna go see my girlfriend Sarah. Super excited. And then yeah. And sell motherfucking mushrooms, because I'm a motherfucking shroomy god. And work on them too. And head to Chicago. So I'm excited. So I guess I'll end it there because I am late and I gotta go back. But those are things right off the top that I just wanted to say, and it got me in good spirits. Not everything's great in my life. Not everything is fucking great in my day right here, but fuck it, bro. On my deathbed, I'm not gonna give a shit. So, like, we're gonna thug it out. And that's the thing that I kind of realized. Like, I'm trying to have a balance of, like, hey, I hate this. This is not a good fit. Immediately get that shit out. I want to be cutthroat with shit. But I also want to, like, have some grit and be like, nah, I could keep going with this shit. It's like door-to-door sales. Like, people want to quit after the first day. But, like, but you gotta keep on just knocking, keep on going. Just it's a numbers thing. Just keep on showing up. So if it aligns with your goal, then you just gotta have perseverance and grit and try and try and try and try and try and don't shut down and try 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 and goodbye.